You don't know, so we see that trend are growing and things, so we have to do a remix to it. So the one have to all the country people them, all the farmer them and them thing them. Yeah, so me say, gone down a bush, you know, farmer man style, water boot, pan foot and last it well file. Dig we dig wrong in a sun that we no smile, we are reap banana from we are juvenile. And we dig up big wrong. Trelawny, Sentan, where them a say. And you have up the body set I am, where them a say. We stop yam ground provision, the liquor dash in no yam, that's why we no trunk, where them a say. Senti, full of land, where them a say. And you have up the body skeleton, where them a say. Dig up to all farmer man, where you dig up the land and a feed Jamaican, where them a say. Yeah, where them a say. At that them a say. Yeah, where them a say. And we dig up big rock.
On the spot, news media. We got the latest news. We don't care about the views. We just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right. Y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype. We make it take flight.
Yeah, man, my viewers and subscribers, what go on. A blessed and wonderful Tuesday morning to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now, my peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps. So we are going to kick it off with the story that I started with in yesterday morning's vlog, where a 2-year-old boy was taken out in a hail of bullets over there in Clarkstown, Trelawny. The deceased boy has since been identified as this innocent little one presently on your screen. He is Adrian Campbell, but affectionately called Chubby. So Chubby was taken out on Sunday. So according to the official police report surrounding that brutal incident, is that the alleged perpetrator of the crime, who the police believe was trying to elude them and go into hiding after committing that atrocious act, was nabbed by the lawmen during a stop and search operation. Detectives were last evening still gathering evidence as they prepare to lay charges against that criminal element. So according to Deputy Superintendent Winston Milton, who is the officer in charge of the Trelawny Police Division, the police received a call sometime around 8 p.m. and responded to a knockings and clappings in the Mackhill district of Clarkstown in the parish. The police reports suggest that their response was multifaceted, as one unit proceeded directly to the crime scene, whilst the other unit was involved in a stop-and-search operation on the critical corridor leading from the scene of the crime. So according to the DSP, investigations so far have revealed that 2 male cousins embroiled in a conflict. One of the men left the scene and returned with a firearm, which was used to open fire at his own cousin, who was seated in the Honda motor car. This is the Honda motor car presently on your screen. Milton further reported that bullets missed the intended target and hit the little baby boy, who was seated in the rear section of the car. The boy was rushed to the Falmouth General Hospital, where he was pronounced you know what upon arrival. So make we get into the meat of the matter right now. So Sunday morning, On The Spot News Media understands that there was a physical altercation between 2 male cousins, where the suspected man, the man who fired the condom and take the life of the little youth, had an altercation with his other male cousin in which he inflicted a slap on the face of the victim's girlfriend, who is also heavily pregnant and also the mother of the 2-year-old that lost his life. Now it is said that the victim defended his girlfriend, and that is where everything got out of hand. It is said that sometime around 7-8 o'clock in the evening, The victim took his stepchild, which is the 2-year-old boy, for ice cream and was sitting in the car when he was approached by the cousin that he had the altercation with in the morning, who fired several shots in that vehicle. He missed the intended target, and that is how the baby was hit by those bullets in the back of the seat. My peeps, this is the exact thing of which On The Spot News Media has always been talking to you about. No relatives of the deceased child, condolences to you. But I've seen in many articles, many comments that you are all complaining about the perpetrator of the crime now, knowing that that person was a bad egg previously. Everyone is now coming out to say how bad of a person that person is, and that he is a criminal element in the area who licks heads with other dirty kind of boy from that same community. Now it is when it comes knocking on our doors that is when we come out and speak against the ills of some of our relatives. Now you all knew beforehand that this boy was a criminal, and none of you said anything. So let me say this and make this categorically clear. All of you who knew of this man's criminal background and criminal lifestyle before he took the life of the child is just as guilty as he is, because you all knew before and said nothing. If the life of that 2-year-old Todd was not taken, you all would still be sitting around and gallivanting, knowing fully well that a family member is a old dirty kind of boy, a real old knackis and clappis, because it is all being borne out now, because the 2-year-old Todd lost his life. And probably, just probably, the only reason why you all are saying anything now, because it was perpetrated against another family member. So it looked really bad, and it really hurt to know heart now, because it came knocking on a phone door. So everybody in the family, sad to say, who know of this man's criminal background and criminal history, you're just as guilty as him for pulling that trigger. And I say that without any apology. Yeah, man. So again, my peeps, my most sincere condolences to the bereaved families of the 2-year-old boy. Now over there in the western section of Jamaica, again the parish of Westmoreland has been rocked with another murder. But this time, not one, but two. So Westmoreland get another double under them belt. And all of this took place in the wee hours of Monday morning along the Robbins River Main Road in the parish. Now the persons who have lost their lives to the hands of criminal elements is presently on your screen, and has since been identified as 34-year-old Eucal Dwyer, a taxi operator of New Works District, and 52-year-old Patricia Stewart, who is said to be a farmer of Bog District. She's affectionately called Pat, by the way, in her area. Now, it is reported that sometime around 12:30 a.m., Dwyer, who operates a black 2011 Toyota Wish motor car, was traveling along the Robbins River Main Road en route to White House with Stewart as a passenger in the front passenger seat, and a male passenger was said to be in the rear. Now, the male passenger reportedly pulled a handgun and opened fire, hitting Dwyer and Stewart multiple times in their upper bodies. It is said that Dwyer lost control of the vehicle, which careened off the road and ran into a yard and crashed into a palm tree. The police were alerted, and upon their arrival, they found both victims slumped inside of the motor vehicle. They were pronounced you know what at the hospital. 14 spent casing was recovered from that brutal knockings and clappings crime scene. Now we could get into the meat of the matter. The intended target of that brutal slaying is said to be the male taxi driver Eucal Dwyer. Eucal Dwyer was supposed to attend court this morning as he was a witness of the murder of his own brother Eucal Dwyer that took place sometime in 2020. Now, he was one of the main witnesses as he was there and he escaped that brutal slaying that left his brother dead. Now, my peeps, I definitely think that this was a hit placed on his head so that he will not turn up at court this morning. Now, it is really a sad thing to how our justice system is and how we treat persons who are witnesses to some of these murderous acts being perpetrated against us, the regular members of John Public. There is so much going wrong in our dearly beloved island home, Jamaica, all at once. There is so many parts of our sectors that needs to be fixed. These issues needs to be addressed immediately before our dearly beloved island home, Jamaica, can set foot on the path of recovery. Now we are going to move over there in the St. Catherine North Police Division, where the police have listed 5 men as wanted in that part of the parish of St. Catherine. These men are wanted for some loss of life. The detectives assigned to the St. Catherine North Police Division have listed these 5 men as wanted. The police say that 2 is wanted for a loss of life and the others are wanted for some knockings and clappings at some people. Investigators believe that the arrest and charge of these 5 individuals will positively impact the safety of many communities in the parish and, of course, are encouraging persons to share information about their whereabouts. Persons are also being reminded that it is a crime to harbor a fugitive, not a misdemeanor, but a serious felony that will land you in jail with the very same person that you are helping to elude the long arms of the law. Those with information who can assist the police are encouraged to contact the Spanish Town Police Station at 876-984-2305 or 876-984-4490. So on with the wanted list. Now on your screen is the first man who has been listed as wanted by the police. He has since been identified as Dean Norman, otherwise called Max. He's of a Berwick district address in the community of Bagwalk and Above Rocks district. The next man who is wanted by the police for knockings and clappings that resulted in the loss of life of a man is said to be known as Junior Brown. He is of a Springvale district address, also Bagwalk and Greendale over there in the parish of Manchester. Now the next 3 is wanted for some knockings and clappings at some people, meaning them fire some whole heap of shot off of some people. But good thing is, those persons survived. The first man is known as Kevin Fletcher, otherwise called Tippy. He is of a Victoria district address in Linstead. The next man on that list is known as Brian King, but he also goes by another name, Marlon King. He's from the Fletcher's Land community and also Kitson Town in the parish of St. Catherine. The last man on that list, but definitely not the least, has since been identified as Kenroy Collins. He's of a Sligoville address in the parish of St. Catherine. Now, anyone knowing the whereabouts of these criminal elements are being asked to contact the nearest police station or Crime Stop at 311, NIB tip line at 811 or police emergency number 119. So now my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscast. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.